A long time ago, in a galaxy not so far away, we didn't just watch stories, we worshiped them. When Star Wars hit theaters in 1977, it wasn't just sci-fi, it was a modern myth, a battle of light and dark, wrapped around one question older than cinema itself. How do you live in balance with the universe? Humans have always told stories to explain the world. Before streaming, before books, before writing, there were myths. The Greeks had Zeus and Athena. The Norse had Odin and Thor. These weren't bedtime tales. They were instruction manuals for being human. Joseph Campbell, mythologist and the mind behind the hero's journey, called myths our collective dream. The same dream repeats. Different names, different worlds, but the same shape. Star Wars is built on that shape. The call to adventure, the mentor, the trials, the abyss. It's Hercules with a lightsaber, Arthur with a blaster, Siddhartha in space robes. The Tao Te Ching, written over 2,000 years ago by Lao Tzu, speaks of the Tao, the natural flow of the universe. Harmony comes when you move with it. In Star Wars, the Force is the Tao. It's not owned by Jedi or Sith. It simply is. Its energy surrounds us and binds us, Yoda says. Pure Taoism. Everything connected, nothing separate. But humans, they lean too far. The Jedi cling to light, the Sith to shadow. Taoism warns us. Lean too far in either direction, and you break the balance. Luke's final lesson? Balance doesn't come from destroying the dark. It comes from choosing compassion over rage. Why does a space opera feel like ancient legend? Because myths aren't about facts. They're about truths. Today, our campfire is a glowing screen. And when Star Wars gives us a young hero from nowhere, a wise old guide, a test of faith, we know this story. We've heard it for thousands of years, just never in Dolby Atmos. We don't just watch these films. We gather for them, dress for them, quote them like scripture. This isn't just fandom, it's ritual. Taoism teaches, imbalance creates chaos. The same is true for storytelling. When myths flatten into only good versus evil, we lose the truth inside them. We cheer one side, demonize the other, and forget both live in us. The brilliance of Star Wars is in its complexity. Anakin wasn't born a monster. The Jedi weren't flawless saints. Balance comes from understanding, not annihilation. But in the corporate machine, there's a risk. When stories become merchandise first, philosophy second, the Force starts to fade. The Tao isn't the only wisdom hiding in blockbusters. The Matrix and Plato's Cave, the Red Pill, is the philosopher's awakening. Black Panther and Ubuntu, I am because we are. Lord of the Rings, mercy, hope, and the smallest shaping destiny. Avatar and Rousseau, the wild as teacher, civilization as corrupter. Dune and Spinoza, fear, power, and inevitability in politics. Our myths evolve, but the roots stay ancient. Ancient myths guided behavior, shaped laws, helped people navigate the unknown. Today, they still do, but now they're global myths, shared by billions in real time. A kid in Tokyo, a teenager in Lagos, a retiree in Toronto. They can all quote Yoda, Dumbledore, or T'Challa. This is new in human history. We're building a planetary mythology. And that means the philosophies we hide in these stories matter more than ever. If the Force is the Tao, then our stories are the flow of culture itself. Too much control, and they lose their soul. Too little reach, and they never touch the world. Balance in myth-making means respect the roots, keep the complexity, let the audience wrestle with the questions. The Tao reminds us, the way that can be merchandised is not the eternal way. In the old days, myths were told to you. Now, you tell them back. Every meme, cosplay, fan theory, you're not just a spectator, you're a storyteller. The Tao flows because it moves through all of us. So does the Force. Balance isn't a final victory, it's a daily practice. The darkness isn't to be erased, it's to be understood. The way is not in the stars or the saber, it's in the space between light and dark.